Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 28 of my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode series. Big episode here today. Got a game against Arsenal and then Manchester United. But before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know, apologies for not too many career mode videos in the past week or so. If you can't tell by my voice, I've been a bit sick and that's coming through. Got a bit of the blocked nose, so apologies for that. Should get back to regular uploads in the next few days. And as we go to the end of this episode, that's the kind of final footage I have for this career mode. Same with Barcelona as well. So I've been just resting and all that kind of thing. So I hope you guys can understand, and you can probably tell by my voice anyway. So yeah, I'd like to think I can get back to full fitness soon and we can get back with the regular uploads in career mode. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, these two games we have in this episode. First up, Arsenal, definitely a tricky team to come up against. I have a chance here. The defending isn't the greatest, admittedly, by myself. And in the second half, I suppose we did do well up until this point, not conceding a goal. As you can see, they whipped in the cross. Probably should have done better. I'm not sure what kind of clearance that was, but it was a good finish, I suppose, by Danny Welbeck, who did score his 5th goal in the Premier League with that effort. So now making a change, Munir is coming off. We're going to bring on Derricks. That's the usual replacement. I usually bring on Derricks for Munir, who we signed this season. Derricks, he's a pretty good player. You can see he can run past defenders. He can get crosses in as well, just like that for Charlie Austin, who equalises on the 72nd minute in this game. That was really, really crucial. But the ball to him, as I was talking about Derricks, it was pinpoint. It was perfect for him. And it nearly went out there as well, so he just got to it. But the cross, again, perfect for Charlie Austin on the head. That's really difficult for the goalkeeper, Petr Cech, to try and save the opportunity. And that's 9 goals in the Barclays Premier League so far this season for Chaz Austin. Been a great pre-contract signing. Don't forget, that's a real bargain to get kind of a key striker that smashes in goals. We had a chance at the end of the game here. It was a bit scrappy though, but I'd take this. Even though at home, a draw against Arsenal, a big top 4 team, is really good. And that's what we're playing like so far this season. We're playing like a top 4 team. We're in the top 4. So yeah, technically we most definitely are. So we need to keep up with that form. If we can get Champions League, that will be amazing. Like, we're top currently, which is absolutely amazing. But Manchester United up next is another real test. Another training session. A lot of C's there. Unfortunately, Barker only gets an F, so he doesn't improve too much. But this is first versus third, but the top 3, ourselves, Chelsea and Manchester United, are all on the same amount of points. So yeah, it's going to be really tough. Like you look at the position we're in, we could win the league, but at the same time, it's going to be really tough. They whip in a ball to Ashley Young, and he smashed that near post early in the game as well. I always find Manchester United, they're a tough team to come up against, especially away from home. They're just, it's really hard to play well against them, regardless who they have on the pitch. See Pereira there, low cross, and Ashley Young, all the power in the world there, near post, really tough for the keeper. And that's his first goal, actually, for the league so far this season. Young, he did put that home really well, though. Then a cross came into Rooney, and like that, it's suddenly 2-0. That's what I mean. It can be really hard to just attack against them, and they have a few opportunities, and they're so clinical, Manchester United. Maybe not playing that way so far in real life, which is probably sizing up for me to do another Manchester United career mode later in the year as my first career mode when FIFA 17 comes out. Maybe, leave a comment if you'd like to see that, because I probably will do that again. So in a way, I won't say I like Manchester United doing badly, as I do support them, but it opens opportunity for a good story kind of behind that career mode if they're not in Champions League, if they don't finish top 4. So anyway, they're making some changes. We're both making some changes at this point in the game because, unfortunately, it's not going too well at the minute against Manchester United. So we do whip in the corner, and it was straight at the goalkeeper. The effort, it was a good save. Derek's coming on once again. Alex Mowatt also is one of the other changes to kind of try and create something, because it wasn't really happening, as I mentioned earlier. It's just so tough as showcased there. It's really hard, and 90th minute here, last opportunity, maybe Dongu. Just the opportunity like that, trying to go over the top, but they just defend it really, really well, just showcasing what I mentioned. Like, it's really, really tough. So those two games, as I mentioned, was really, really hard. We got a draw against Arsenal, which was good, but to play them in a row, it makes it hard to get a result in the next game. But hopefully in the third game in this episode, we shall be able to get a victory, because that will mean, 3 games, like at least in this episode. Will be no victory in episode is not good at all. So here we get Frank Muldoon. He looks like a decent English youth talent. We haven't really got many through. A lot of them have been Australian so far. But then Luke Wilson, who looks to be a fast defensive player. You always got to like those. I think strength was one of his better attributes as well. We do actually have 2 Lustikers there. Troy Lustika, that was his second month with the scout report anyway. We didn't sign him up. I can't remember why. Maybe his potential wasn't as good, but now shortened down, he actually looks pretty decent. And here I am going ahead to change Charlie Austin's number from 24 to 28, because he's actually number 28 for Southampton. Obviously, you want him to have a more key number, like a number 9 or whatever, but that's already taken. Obviously, I think it's Wood, like a real-life player who has that number. I don't really like changing players' numbers when they start at the club in real life, so I thought it would be a good idea to give him the number that he has in a club he moved to, I guess you can say. But Sunderland, this is exactly what I mean. It's understandable that we couldn't beat Arsenal and Manchester United, but Sunderland, and we're playing at home, we should be able to get the 3 points. So early opportunity, Charlie Austin finds Kovalenko. He's going to get the shot. No, he's taken down by Yunus Kabul, and that's going to be a penalty. Yunus Kabul cannot believe it. A good opportunity for us now to take the lead. Shortly before halftime, 36 minutes through the first half. Unfortunately, didn't create too much up until now, but Charlie Austin, you can see he is the best penalty taker and has the opportunity now to score and take the lead in his new number, and he does. Probably wouldn't have made a difference, but really good finish from the spot. Charlie Austin, in the form of his life right now. I don't want to say he's our best player. He's just our player that is scoring the majority of goals, because we have defensive players that are doing their job. Just because they're not scoring goals, then you don't expect defensive players to score goals. They're doing their job as well. I think it's a very good team performance. Players are playing their roles, and that's really important. Unfortunately, Cook couldn't make it 2-0 there. That was a pretty good opportunity, actually. So a bit disappointed there. He's not the best finisher in the team. We've been working when we've trained him, working on those kind of attributes. But now Barini on the ball for Sunderland, finds Fletcher. Then it's through to Rodwell, and Rodwell finds the back of the nets to make it 1-1. I won't lie, I was a bit disappointed with that because we had our own opportunity earlier, then they countered, and how often does that happen? You have your own opportunity and they counter and they score. So I was pretty disappointed. Not just because conceding, because we had an opportunity, but look at that, Rodwell. I see him as a more defensive midfielder, and he scored 6 goals so far this Premier League season. Shortly after, though, Kovalenko on the ball, finds Dongu Safak. He gets past with some skill, strikes it, and Manone makes the save there. Dongu Safak did really well. I'd love for him to score more regularly. He actually creates quite a few chances, shots like that, but unfortunately, he just doesn't quite score as much as Charlie Austin. Of course, he's not the same kind of physical player, like taller, so he doesn't get those kind of crossing opportunities like from headers and all of that, which is understandable, but he does create opportunities like you just saw there, winning the corner, but unfortunately, nothing really came of it. Amaral coming on. He's only getting better as a player. Mbemba here, don't forget centre back, but he has high attacking work rate, so he does get forward a lot, which is probably not ideal, but he's still a good player. But how about that challenge from Munir? That was amazing for an attacking player to make a tough challenge like that. Shows you he wants to try and win this game. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get past with the skill, but he did win it back there as well. So he's that kind of player who obviously doesn't have the best defensive stats, but he still is able to put in some good challenges. So, into injury time now. Rolando Aarons is running at the defense, and the referee calls time right there. Surely, you have to let that attack play out. We could have scored. We had the numbers there. Look at that. We were just running away with it. Look at that. Look at all the open space and players out wide and everything like that. But unfortunately, yeah, we'll never know what would have happened. We could have missed the opportunity as well. It wasn't going to be a for sure goal. Most definitely. But yeah, going towards the end of the episode now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Apologies again, my voice is most definitely not the best. I'm getting better, but yeah, the last couple days it wasn't even physically possible. Like, my voice was worse than this. I could barely even speak. So I hope you guys understand that and give me time to get back to usual. But drop a like on the video if you want to see some more, and I'll see you guys in the very next one.